shit. We just gonna go. Time out. It's Cashapp CeitoLLC, the spirit coach, getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius yet again. Oh. The holiday weekend. To really break it down, for all my genuine spirits, because you got to understand the type of world you're in. It's Gemini season, so it's all about getting more familiar. And for the most part, depending on where you may have grew up, in your situation, in your circumstance, you only may be privy to certain things, that be in your environment, yet you see a whole world. But this is why you may manifest things in your environment that are familiar to you, because you aren't understanding of how the world works and how somebody was even in the space to be able to experience something totally different than you. You know what I'm saying? So we got to clear all of that up, as far as, these misconceptions of life and how y'all live in it and how y'all think and feel about, certain things that made it appear to be one way, but it's another way. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why you always get hit with the gift of gab by, the covenant, of people that 1%, 2% milk, 1% people, y'all know who I'm talking about. You may get tricked by them into, participating in these things and not grasping the actual meaning behind these holy days that they create, all the way down to, the more broader ones, because each sector of, the societies around the world will kind of participate in these energies, but they all do it in their own way, because we all experience the same astrological transits, and these transits all represent certain energies. So just like a couple of days ago, we had the full moon, where everyone was fixated, not even fixated. Hold on, I had to fulfill with their response to faith and testimony. And right now, we still got that going on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still feeling the residual effects of fulfill with their response to faith and testimony. You know what I'm saying? AKA trying to exercise their morality or freedom in some way, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So even Memorial Day is about freedom. Yeah, so even Memorial Day is about freedom, and is celebrated on a full moon weekend, you know what I'm saying, in a sign that represents freedom, which is Sagittarius. So, of course, you might not be into no rituals, or you might not be into no occult language, or, you might not know how to understand Jesuit intellect or Jewish literature, or, knowing how to bounce between the space that they were in with creating these things. So you just celebrate it, but not knowing it's just a meaning and reasoning behind these rituals. Okay. So Memorial Day, in a sense of itself, is a sacrifice holiday. So that's why it's about the dying of the soldiers to protect who fought in the war, right? And that's the thing. They always give y'all two things to fight for, but none of them be a solution for you. It's always like put in your face, but it's rock to sleep, but it's not really a solution. Like the Civil War is supposed to be for slavery, right? But you have to fight for the lesser or two evils for that. You know what I'm saying? You have to fight for either you wasn't against slavery, or you finna do this new slave system in this new way. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it ain't slavery no more, but it's still how they rock y'all to sleep with this new type of slavery and stuff, where it's like you under so many motherfucking circumstances and situation, you know what I'm saying, that you might as well be a slave and shit like that. And that's why they may put you in jail or push you towards the cell or some shit like that. Like we good. Yeah, I don't want y'all to overthink these things when we're talking about these spells. They're very simple and they're very easy to see. Or these holy days. I did one on Christmas. I think I talked about Thanksgiving before. Each one of them are different. Each one of them got a different astrology transit and energy behind it. So specifically, the one we talk about today is Memorial Day, where it's more so about your character and sacrificing your character and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So a memorial is basically just something like a structure or something established to remind a person of an event. So they'll tell you that the event they're reminding you of is the Civil War and stuff like that. And so they're honoring people and that's what you're doing and participating in it as a structure to remind of a person of an event that reminds them of what not to do, basically. So you are the memorial in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So you are the structure. You are what is established. That's what people not getting. But people don't look at it like that because they don't understand how to understand the early development of language, which is, light and information form and to represent a certain space. You know what I'm saying? So memorial, if you go look up the definition, it is something, especially a structure established to remind a person of an event. So everybody, how they like to play out this witchcraft is everybody that is structuring themselves as the status and what to be on that holiday. You're under the American structure. You're under the American establishment, and so you are reminding of the person of Americans what to be. So that's why they like y'all to do simple stuff like grill and just throw their flag in the air and celebrate, because that's the holiday in general. Now, everybody that ain't on that 360 or that cycle is going to experience the negative end of that, where if they don't got their shit together, they may experience that that spirit that in space and groups of spirits that they like to hang out with in the esoteric realm as a different environment or an environment that's separate to that. So they're going to essentially add more police on the motherfucking floors and on the ground to start locking individuals up that ain't playing out their character as the memorial to represent what they fought for as America, or represent what you should be grateful for as America in general. So that is the witchcraft behind it. You know what I'm saying? The memorial is for the fallen soldiers or whatever that sacrificed themselves to uphold a certain character, and for them, you to be gracious for them to have a jail system. And yet there's just a bunch of people that don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck, but they like to test y'all mentalities because they see y'all don't give a fuck because y'all ain't making a buck or a break about it. So they gonna allow y'all to, lollygag within that space. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't know that y'all are literally worshiping. So when you put your energy towards something, you're worshiping it, or you're adding what we call light or information, and that condenses as the flesh and bones down here, and that becomes your organ system, and it attracts and pulls things into your reality. And all organs die and everything transmute, so it's not forever, but you got to be careful what you give your attention to. So the sacrifice of Memorial Day is to uphold the character, you know what I'm saying? And also it's another allegory for y'all being the memorial. Y'all are the dead, you know what I'm saying? And whatever character y'all present, as needing to be safe, secure, structured, and stuff within their parameter is what y'all playing out and honoring as that intellectual property or whoever getting exalted in that space, but they're doing their job too on the hands of the government and setting traps for people that they know they got certain desires. So that desire, you may want to be out and illegal, or you may want to be out and y'all allowed them to practice that they can come and arrest anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because the way that they did the witchcraft when it was with Civil War, before they made y'all think they was capturing people and enslaving them, and it wasn't right, so they needed to be a part of society. But now you can be a part of society. That's what they understood. Okay, it ain't right. You got to be a part of society, right? With your meaning, just your social security number should be showing up in certain things, and it should be not associated with negative things. So if your association, all of this shit matters. Like all of this, everything, every little thing you do, from what you associate with to, you know what I'm saying, all of that shit is energy, is witchcraft, it's wizardry, drawing, sigil, all of this shit, colors, putting things together. Everything you do is going to add up to what you putting out and what you're getting back. So that's why kind of be careful what what certain contracts you sign, physically and mentally too. But yeah, so the sacrifice of Memorial Day weekend is to, essentially uphold the character that is fought for. You know what I'm saying? And the character that is fought for is what's happening within American culture. So if you're not going within American culture or whatever in some way that they see fit, then they already know that based upon, you know what I'm saying, just people being in certain desires, they might, and to be honest, unfortunately, these people might not even have the awareness to even start where I'm starting at. So these people may just go out, you know what I'm saying, and get into things, or, not even realize like, okay, it's a full moon and I should, you know what I'm saying? So this is how they fail society in some way, you know what I'm saying, by trying to giving people these days and shit like that without actually explaining the whole mechanism behind it, all the way down to Christmas. If y'all think y'all just flaming up a tree, if y'all think y'all just think y'all, like, come on, like, now, come on, everything got a meaning and reason to it. Everything. Everything, especially something done on that scale. So all of these holidays are encapsulated. Some of them are okay, you know what I'm saying? Some of them not that bad. But usually the American holidays, those are the ones you kind of want to avoid criminal activity, on, because for the most part, it kind of represent what they did over here specifically as a witchcraft to, you know what I'm saying, to uphold this. So, you know what I'm saying, the people that is getting locked up, it may not even be them specifically and what they did. There may be a group of people that's getting locked up and shit like that, and they may just categorize them based upon that's how the system runs. But y'all not understanding that it's a desire. This shit was built on psychology. So it's a cash grab. It's a functioning system. It's a, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, so the people that got locked up over Memorial Weekend probably not even getting locked up for their charges. They're just getting locked up for, they're going to get charged for what they got, but the reason why they're getting locked up is because they was in a certain group of order that had to be taken based upon this weekend and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Unless you, it's a cash grab for them too. You know what I'm saying? Because they already know. This is what they built the world off of. So this is how they gotta keep going in some way, shape, or form. So y'all, you know, Memorial Holiday Weekend is one y'all gotta be careful for, because it's literally a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice to the dead, right? let's not skip that for all you spookism ass motherfuckers that talk about what the fuck, you know, witchcraft, and you know, in a spookism way. Let's not anything that is representing the dead is a version of trying to sacrifice something. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice or dead that. You know what I'm saying? So what they try to do every day is, depending on, I mean, every year, is to dead a certain character, and the memorial is you're supposed to remind yourself of how gracious you got it in life. You know what I'm saying? Based upon these people that built this this structure for you to survive or you to thrive in. It's bullshit. It's real bullshit. It's bullshit. So that's one that all genuine and indigenous spirits got to be aware of, because these one of theirs. Thanksgiving, that's kind of another one too, but it be kind of snowing, so it don't be as many arrests. But like these ones, like July 4th, and you know what I'm saying, Memorial Day, and the ones in the summer and shit like that, them holidays is they type of shit. And them holy days is they type of shit. So y'all gotta be careful when it comes to practicing, you know, these things going forward and stuff like that. And that just remind me that I just need to get on it more too with my interpretations and stuff like that. I try to do it, but you know, this is the position they got us in, trying to do it by ourselves with no help and stuff like that. And also trying to make it important to the average individual. You know what I'm saying? Based upon the shit they show, shit, a motherfucker gonna ride around with a motherfucking gun or shit like that. And the shit that they make popular, a motherfucker gonna ride around, you know what I'm saying, with they gun. Motherfucker, the shit that they have on our mind gonna make us run around with some weed and stuff like that. We can't, man, get no job or nothing like that. Probation and shit like that. Well, what the fuck type of shit is that, man? It's crazy out here, man. Real shit. Real shit. I'm being a huncho with you. Real shit is crazy. It's crazy. So, you know, so yeah, but they're not even locking people up for charges around these holidays. Because if it's a real case, you know, you want to see what is the case of what drove the person to get to that space, so y'all can fix the system at a better starting point. You know what I'm saying? How can we fix the system at a better start point? At the end of the day, if motherfuckers don't have no good type of system with managing their emotions or managing, you know what I'm saying, their stress, or, you know what I'm saying, knowing how to do things like Ceito, where I deal with my own emotions to astrology, you know what I'm saying, and I deal with my own thoughts to astrology, where my dad was a schizophrenic and shit like that. But I'm here, you know what I'm saying, teaching people how to deal with their fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And not in an intangible way. It ain't even about money. It's about being able to get up here and stand in your difference and motherfucking make that consistent every day and make that look important and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it represents me. Now, if it didn't represent me, then I wouldn't be doing it. But obviously it represents me. So therefore, I care about it, and ain't no money in the world can make me care about that. But at least this character, in a way, can make me get up and be happy with, you know what I'm saying, trying to better my situation every day, you know, or thinking I can be something that as soon as I get into y'all Instagram algorithms and the shit that y'all boost people up on and stuff like that, I'm having jail thoughts. So it's just fucked up. So y'all create the problem. Y'all don't want people to participate. I mean, y'all want people to participate, but under harsh conditions, right? And then y'all doing other type shit behind it. You know what I'm saying? Other type of necromancy, witchcraft and shit. Necromancy, right? It's that, ain't that in the Bible? Necromancy, and that comes from, you know, worshiping a certain principle and authority, and they've been worshiping that for a long ass time. So I'm trying to hit it off camera, but I guess I don't get no fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this for the kids, but goddamn it, this is what they didn't fucking drove everybody to. You know what I'm saying? So if you memorial, that's also synonymous with memory. So be a memorial of what? You know what I'm saying? Be a memorial of the establishment. You know what I'm saying? So if you a person that's just happy-go-lucky, get ready to get booked because they coming for you, because you ain't reminding them of the establishment. You know what I'm saying? You ain't reminding them of that you got a good job. You know what I'm saying? You ain't reminding them of that you is mentally stable and mentally even if you ain't even have all the circumstances in the world or no type of situation that can help you with that. You just a prisoner. You just a prisoner. You just somebody that deserved to be in the jail. Not somebody that is deserved to teach how to be an outstanding citizen, or they can send you to like some type of school where you can learn the trade. That ain't America. That ain't America. So don't even look for hope like that. You know what I'm saying? You get your ass locked up and shit like that. That's how they teach you. So I don't even know why people even look at America like they some type of place where it's equality and stuff. Man, get that shit out of there, man. Get that shit the fuck out of there, bro. You know, that shit ain't right. So, you know, and that shit, but shit like that affect all of us. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. Ain't nobody got time to be motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Having to make them like, everybody got their own choices, but man, it could be better. That's how I see it. It could be better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be giving some people with some real mental games some time, some algorithm time. You know what I'm saying? Not these fake motherfuckers that y'all keep putting in that don't help nobody. Is it all everybody fake woke? Fake woke. Everybody is fake woke. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that they give time. That y'all just fail. Y'all don't know how to see anything. I'm talking about the people that be running these corporations. So it's not about that. So it's about how to put people in jail. It's about how to distract people. It's about how to make y'all think what actually need attention and don't need attention. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So even the actual ritual of Memorial Day was decorating the memorial and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? That's just almost like, you know, celebrating, you know, America. And America ain't shit. America ain't shit today. But since y'all celebrate Memorial Day, you know what I'm saying, that is what y'all doing. Y'all might not be physically putting nothing on a memorial or nothing like that. But as soon as y'all buy into it or whatever, y'all start celebrating and making up what these people died for. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's what it goes to. That's what it go to. Y'all, all y'all energy, y'all money, y'all currency going to celebrate for you to uphold the structure of what happened in the Civil War. And what happened in the Civil War wasn't for you, you know what I'm saying? wasn't for you, and it was against you. It wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? It was for y'all to stop complaining and stuff like that. You know, that's what it was. It was for y'all to stop complaining about shit. So, hell yeah, you're gonna believe it's gonna be hella arrests, hella police, and stuff like that, hella shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit, they trying to remind you what type of character you need to be in America. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't playing one of these characters or one of their characters, okay, get your ass ready to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass ready to get, you know what I'm saying? That shit fucked up. That shit fucked up. So, yeah, but we gotta get to the more. We actually gotta get to the morality though. Y'all created this in the first place, right? Y'all created the situation, right, for people to get money, right, or think money is important, right, and not their self-evaluation, not their, you know what I'm saying? So y'all already got people in survival mode. So y'all did that. Then not only that, the things that a person has to consume daily is all about getting the money and shit like that. And if they don't have no money, they should feel down on themselves, right? And then, you know what I'm saying? And if they don't have no way of getting their life together, having a nice, you know what I'm saying, apartment, you know, or having no way, or having no help, or having, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, y'all don't do that in general. You know what I'm saying? It really is all about, especially if you a type of from a type of bloodline too, that's even worse because you might not even be born into the way that the system operates. Some people just born into it, you know what I'm saying? So they already got the skills and the environment and the mindset to cling to, or the desires that they already created for coming in here, to cling to certain parents that's going to teach them the way and shit like that. But when it comes to spirits that are a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, maybe from outer scopes, you know what I'm saying, you may have some Sagittariuses or some Aquariuses or some, you know, them types of people, you know, or some Geminis sometimes and some Virgos, you know, they may, well, not Virgos necessarily, but Geminis, maybe Pisces, you know. It's just like they got lazy. It's like they got mad lazy over the years. That's what I think. It just got tuned, so they just started focusing on like, how can we depopulate? How can we only need the collective that are, but the people under the Saturn return is crazy, bro. Like the people under 30 is crazy. Like it's too many kids under 30 that's locked up right now. It is. It's too many. And I know they shit. If I ain't even got them, you know what I'm saying, always position. So I already know that they got, you know what I'm saying, they not even thinking like that. They're not even like, you get what I'm saying? Like y'all really have to put effort into shocking to people, especially, you know, what y'all would call minorities. You know, we put a lot of money into the city. You know, we put a lot of creativity into the world. You know, we keep, you know, shit running and shit too. So it's just like, I don't know, they trying to flame all of them. So it's just kind of fucked up, you know. But yeah, so y'all got to be careful, man. Memorial Day is a sacrifice day, you know what I'm saying, to the God of America and the American character, you know what I'm saying, an American character of war, aka what you willing to fight for, you know what I'm saying, to be within the American society, you know what I'm saying, and obviously is only under their guise though, you know what I'm saying, and that's why there ain't slavery no more, but that's why you still feel like a slave when you clock into work. And if you're not clocking into work and stuff like that, you don't got to be a physical slave and whatever, but they got something called jail for you where you can just develop feelings and emotional of feeling guilty and like you don't have no type of place and end up right there because of them thoughts and feelings. But they ain't finna teach you like, oh, that's how you actually get there. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just finna allow that, or whoever their forefathers was, just pass that system down through development and acting out in order and stuff like that. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, when motherfucking life do hit you, it be like that motherfucking sound in the movies when it be like, zoom, you know what I'm saying? You be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And that's, man, they do it so deep. They do it through movies, they do it through radio, they do it through, you know, holidays, they do it through. This shit is wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. You feel me? But yeah, so it's about sacrificing your character, you know what I'm saying? Or sacrificing sacrificing yourself. And you the memorial. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to remind them of what they did to start running the country and fighting the country and shit like that. Fighting within the country. It's just a weird game that they did. It's a weird game. It's a weird game. You know. But it's too many, and I can't go for that. I can't stand for that. Can't stand for that because to categorize somebody and lock them up is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I just know how many maybe, you know what I'm saying, young people that just don't know. You know, that they ain't really had no chance to like, you know, actually experience any prosperous in the things they actually into. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we just gotta stop looking at money like it's valuable in that way to give any props to people. And I feel like that's kind of what we seeing too with the fall of society and celebrities like P. Diddy. It's too much energy that goes to that in props than actual intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And that's orchestrated. You know what I'm saying? That's orchestrated for distraction. And it only brings more destructiveness and more disorder within the community and stuff like that. In the community, as far as people that look like each other, you know what I'm saying, as well, because essentially a lot of these darker colors, because y'all got these desires and stuff like that, you know, they play all right. So don't ever think you free and you got fault for slavery. No, you're free within their character, aka their civil war, who's being civilized or not, and stuff like that. And when you're not civilized, they gonna get on your ass. And don't let them they gonna find a way. They gonna find a way. You know what I'm saying? They got the medical one. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on with you. You can't do nothing in society. All right, get your ass in the mental hospital. Get your ass in the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, off these pills and stuff, and get your ass back. They got that one. Anyway, y'all can't think for yourself. They have created it. You can't do nothing for yourself, provide for yourself. Okay, get your ass on the street or get a job and be obedient. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's a fight. Every day is a fight. So they like to take our energy, our fight energy, and direct it towards what they want it to be, instead of us all taking that and directing it towards what it needs to be and shit like that. And it's a hard game because it's kind of hard to tell humans that and help them become aware of, you know what I'm saying, where the actual fight is, because everybody kind of do be in that ego. So essentially they look at it like, okay, well, this is what y'all want. This is what y'all order. So that's why I got to create my network and shit like that, so we can all kind of be networked up and be on the same accord, you know what I'm saying, and kind of know these things and be in tune. But yeah, fucking Memorial Day weekend, witchcraft and shit like that, man. So yeah, you know, we're gonna keep this knowledge from God and stuff like that. And yeah, motherfuckers locked up, man. They motherfucking got my little brother and shit like that. I was saying, they got my little cousin and shit, and my other little cousins got out and shit like that. And there's just too much young niggas going to jail. And like I know when I was that young or whatever, I ain't had no type of tools. You know what I'm saying? Even first of all, mentally and shit like that. You know, I was, you know what I'm saying, raised when you were raised about women and shit like that, or I mean, you know, or just you don't have certain things. You know what I'm saying? Not to say everybody was raised by women either. But y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Shit don't be in sight. Shit don't be set up. So you kind of set up to fail. So it's just like some other people here. So whoever y'all, I think y'all should look at it like this. It was people that came here that created society that got their people, right? They got their people under construction or managing enough people to build society and keep going. But it was other motherfuckers here that was saying, okay, we know people with these characteristics and stuff like that, and they're not going to show up in this way. So let us create jail and profit this way instead of profiting by cultivating the community for these groups of people that have these certain, we're going to show up and work and smile and do what they say type of characteristics. You know what I'm saying? It's just other mixtures because it's mixes from all over. You know what I'm saying? So it's other mixtures of people and shit like that that don't got that foundation, but was in that system and their bloodline was in that system for so long. This is how they've been able to track that system, build it, and make it efficient and work like it make money. And this is something that other people need to invest in, all the way down to they was saying that, you know, people like Michael Jordan was invested in this. You know what I'm saying? So it get deep on that level. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this prison shit and how, you know, they utilize the desires to run. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like you're not looking at yourself as a statistic at times, especially if you don't not like no Aquarius or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So you may not be looking at yourself like, or some or a Gemini, Libra, shit, or even let me see, even motherfucking who may look at themselves like a statistic or some kind of like a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? So you may not look at yourself like a statistic and stuff, but they looking at your ass like a statistic or whatever. So you got to know how to tap into the energy of associations and shit like that, and what you are associated with. And, you know, because you can be categorized and shit like that. That's how they got people categorized. You know what I'm saying? The moment you don't pick that thought and associate with something different, some type of different thought and stuff like that, they can't control that. But they ain't going to promote it either. They can't control that. They ain't going to promote it either. But, you know what I'm saying? If you calling yourself Victorella or whatever the fuck you want to call, you know what I'm saying? And that thought is encapsulated with you doing things that is not only smart, but even better in their context of society. Okay, well, now you got a new, you got something to associate with that's yours, but they can't say shit about it. But they're not going to help the cause. So, in the sense of that, you know what I'm saying, you can free yourself in that way, you know, but then you got to deal with the backlash of people not around you not even accepting it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with that too. You got to deal with their opinions and what they want to cling to as security for safety and shit like that. And don't let me, I can be vulnerable with you behind closed doors, but when it comes to this life thing, oh hell no, I'm too scared about that and shit. And at that point, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody even really fighting with your cause and stuff like that. You know, it's just, you know, everybody using shit for their own reasons. But yeah, so, you know, with the energy of Memorial Day and stuff like that, you know, it's all about sacrificing your character, you know, and to be memorialized in the American way and shit like that. So you are a living representation of one of these stones that's being decorated, you know what I'm saying, as something to make sense of and gain security with from death. You know what I'm saying? You fought for the soldiers, aka you fought for the soldiers and stuff like that, or you fighting for the soldiers and stuff like that, or you're militarizing yourself and you're structuring your mentality away to show them, okay, they are paying attention. They are doing what we want them to do. They are, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so now, so we know this works. So, you know, these people are characters. These people that ain't doing this are criminals and ain't doing this because y'all not doing no other type of energy where it's just natural for y'all to just be yourselves and point out shit and call shit out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. So y'all just memorialize the lineage. So you're going to be remembered that way too in your deathbed. Just one of their soldiers and shit like that. One of their soldiers that work their job. So it is Memorial Day for y'all too. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even about working their job physically. You can work their job mentally in the spiritual realm too. You know what I'm saying? I don't work none of their jobs and shit like that. And they be funding me and stuff like that, but I don't work their jobs. You're not drinking the 1 and 2s. But yeah, so you just gotta be careful when it comes to this perspective, man. You know, when y'all are celebrating these things and encompassing these rituals, you know what I'm saying? The moon was in Sagittarius, so you know, essentially we're supposed to feel comfortable with our morality, and our morality was supposed our morality is supposed to be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be really connected to, you know, our expansions and meanings and reasons, and you know, essentially, you know, we still got more to learn in the scope of what they trying to. Well, the humans got you still got more to learn. So, you know, humans still got more to learn, you know, throughout this travel. Y'all not free enough. Y'all not different enough. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not unique enough. You know what I'm saying? Um, in a way, you know. And unique ain't gotta be rebellious. It's just, you know, the ability to be you originally. What do you think original? You know what I'm saying? Do you have original thoughts? Do you have an original way to feel? Do you have an original way to think about yourself and your ability? You know what I'm saying? Or do that piggyback off other people all the time? You know what I'm saying? What do you think original? And this is not even for stealing and shit like that. No, don't even get into that energy. Don't be stealing and try to remix and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? You do it because you feel originally it's yours. And that's when that is going to translate to more, you know, prosperous manifestations when it's within your originality. Yeah, so, you know, sacrificing your goddamn character, you know, they sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, you and shit like that. So, you know, it ain't right because now, you know, it's within a system and shit like that. And it's hard to talk to systems, you know, but, or hard to get through to certain systems and stuff like that. But God is all possibilities, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So there's all possible ways, you know, to free yourself, you know, from a lot of the witchcraft from the spiritual space first. You know, obviously, because you always got to go to what mind were you in for you to manifest them circumstances and situations. You know, because you probably have certain desires on your mind. They don't give a fuck, obviously. You can be 20 and go have 10 years. You know what I'm saying? My little cuz, that shit fucked up. They don't care about your age. They want y'all to be ready as soon as y'all spring chickens. They want y'all. That's how I'm interpreting it. If they booking motherfuckers like that, they want y'all to be out the gate mentally intelligent and knowing what to do within society and stuff like that. At least get a job and shit like that. But you know, you got too many motherfuckers doing that, failing and ain't being shit. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all hyping people up, showing them different lives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hyping people up, showing them different lives that they think they could be living, and they don't do that. You know, so it's like, yeah, and y'all don't even give them no context to know how to do that. And it's like dog eat dog to even do that. And even that position that y'all hyping up, it'd be about 30 motherfucking sharks and snakes out to get your ass. Then we just see that with Nicki Minaj too. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta protect yourself. You gotta know how to protect money. You gotta know how to protect your mental state. You gotta know how to protect your emotional state. You gotta know how to drag and move. You know what I'm saying? It's moved through a number system and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? 1 through 7. You know, and you gotta understand how that it plays out daily through numerology, your numerology sign, etc. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, they'll leave one person to do that shit. Teach all of y'all that shit. And check it out. Look, I respect, because if that's how they did it, then that's how they did it. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be at the early stages of things with teaching you people how to deal with the mind sufficiently, because they want y'all to start young. So it's just fucked up. 26, 24, you can get your ass locked up for 50 years, 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, or whatever. All for being a kid that came up watching what they was selling and allowing people to market. So they was allowing people to market guns. They were allowing people to market, you know, crime on the news. They're allowing people to market, you know, disobedience. They're allowing people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but it's a gift and a curse. It's a free country. It's a free country. So it's like, well, let's not get too carried away about that free. But I'm just saying in a space of they get to do what they want to do free. So you don't get to do nothing without getting bullied and all of your money getting psyoped on. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. She said her money was getting psyoped on. They was trying to shut her shit down on purpose. So that lets you know the real way. It's kind of take you to the mindset of what really way do y'all want me to memorialize this? Do y'all, is the memorial just being one of y'all American puppets? You know what I'm saying? Is that the memorial that you want me to carry for myself? Like, and not have no thoughts and feelings on how, you know, I can make the next person better type shit, or how we can think of what can be more acceptable from amongst each other. So it's just like they just kind of leave everybody by their own type shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's the energy for the most part. It's the sacrifice and the sacrifice on Memorial Day weekend. Okay, so you know, unfortunately, I felt like I made this video a little bit too late, but for the most part, this is for the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's for kids, 5-year-olds and shit like that want to know, like, okay, what energies may I be experiencing on Memorial Day? You know what I'm saying? So they can start developing a better mentality of, okay, I might not want to go out with my pole and stuff because I want to be more so in the memorial character. I want to remind myself memorial. You know what I'm saying, of the American way, of how they finna give me 80,000 years if I step outside with the pole. You get what I'm saying? It'd be that so simple, like just adding that segment of how to interpret, you know what I'm saying, the rituals and spells y'all do from the as above astrology and as below, how it's gonna play out from the mental aspect, and then what we all doing as a ritual and spell down here with our body. It'll just be way more simple. Instead of giving them 30 years, they gotta wait for me to come on here and say something like this to make it make sense for that type of environment or that type of community. You get what I'm saying? This goddamn don't make no sense. It goddamn don't make no sense. So y'all, I understand how to create character and stuff, you know, and essentially it don't matter from that, you know, from there at that point, You play that game how you want to, and everything can be utilized for, you know what I'm saying, your purpose, and you're a mental magician utilizing your character in every such circumstance and situation. Because it's just fucked up. It's fucked up out. It doesn't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So everybody that's getting locked up, they look at y'all like y'all a mistake or something like that. Like y'all some mistakes that they made based upon what they then got too far away with, creating humans and phenotypes, running worlds and shit like that. And you get what I'm saying? And letting y'all run amok. It ain't even letting y'all run amok, but just not knowing how to be able to teach in a perspective where, or put something on, or put something, or point to something that can make sense where y'all ain't got to go out and do that. You get what I'm saying? I feel like attention would look better on that. You know what I'm saying? Something that's more, can put a person in a mind state of what not to do. They point shit on what y'all should, what not to do, but that's what they don't understand. You show a motherfucking person like that, that's why y'all God ain't shit too in America. Because if you show a motherfucking person some shit, right, and for the most part, you know, that God should work. I feel like that God should work. If that God ain't working, then you need to motherfucking get familiar with that God. It's Gemini season. And you be like, man, this motherfucking God don't work. You know what I'm saying? God or Gollum or whatever they show. But, you know, yeah, it's supposed to be like that, man. It's supposed to be teachable and stuff like that. Y'all always pointing and giving the most attention to the most dumbest things. Not y'all. I'm talking about the people that be on the news and shit like that, and programs and shit. Y'all don't know how to come to no other angle and stuff like that. And all of life, it show you when you in a more positive environment, that's what you're gonna attract. Why everything but the news ain't? Why y'all not in the age of Aquarius on the information yet? If y'all show more positive influences and more positive people and showing people that's not going to jail, that's not crashing out, I'm saying it's trying to, you know, that can conduct themselves, and they ain't got to be about you understanding it. As long as they can do it, you know what I'm saying? Your time will come to learn as well. But if y'all show more of that attention and shit like that, that's as simple as motherfucking you know what I'm saying? Gas, solid, liquid. Gas, liquid, solid. I want to say that. It's as simple as that. You show a motherfucker, give a motherfucking environment where motherfucking shit ain't shit. Then guess what? Gonna produce ain't shit. What you think gonna produce in a cup full of acid versus a cup full of that shit? You can take that into every area of life. So what type of environment is y'all producing for these young people? Y'all like people like Young Boy and shit like that get on. And shout out to Young Boy. There ain't no shade to him and shit like that. But come on, man. Y'all not making nobody want to cling to that environment. That's a psyop, man. So everybody should go to jail. YouTube, the people that thought that was a good idea to boost him up and do 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't trying to attack Young Boy to get the paper, but I'm speaking bigger terms. I'm fighting bigger battles right now. You know what I'm saying? So don't take it personally, anybody that's a fan of him. You know, but yeah, it's all about your environment, man, and what y'all allowing people to be surrounded by. It's about what y'all allowing people to run about. Y'all ain't creating that. So so if y'all ain't creating nothing good or whatever, one thing y'all do have, you know what I'm saying, is the people that's trying and people that, but every time it's like, is y'all do a copy version of a real person. So it's like, instead of like, you know what I'm saying, y'all go get a weaker version of the real. It's like, it's business. I get it. It's business. It's business. It's still like, we gotta keep the money in the family type shit. We gotta keep the money. We gotta keep the money in the family. We can't. You know what I'm saying? We like it. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta keep the money in the family. But that's insecurity and stuff like that. You ain't allowing yourself to be no type of new. And you ain't allowing yourself to be shit. To be seen as shit new. And you're gonna be dying that form too. So yeah. But just know you're gonna fail with not having that ability. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fail with not having that ability. Not having that ability, because that, regardless of that being an actual thing that you can do and stuff like that, you're just gonna fail with not having ability. So it's gonna play out in other lifetimes too. And with other lifetimes, it may be way more detrimental and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this stuff is dead. Dead. I don't know, this being is dead. I'm starting to see that for real. I'm starting to see that anyway. Like, it's dead. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It's just like they got it running like a dead cycle. It's weird. So motherfuckers gotta create something new in this. I don't get no. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think. But yeah, so everybody, you know what I'm saying, it's about your character. Everybody's character being sacrificed on high scales and low scales. You know what I'm saying? You know, so if you're on the wrong energy side of the energy, you know, you may feel like you don't have a slice of the American pie and stuff like that. And you're who the energies are going against. You know what I'm saying? But if you are, you know, keeping up the American way, getting up the bread, you know what I'm saying, making yourself part of society, making they shit a little better and stuff like that, putting money in their pockets, okay. You know what I'm saying? You probably might be on the right side of it. Just, you know what I'm saying, you might not experience that as more, less or more, you know, but this is shit that was created. This ain't no shit that's just going on like, oh shit, it's just shit going on and, you know what I'm saying, shit happening and it's all fucked up. No, this is a operation. You feel me? It's an operation. It ain't no that many arrests reported over the Memorial Day holiday. No. You know what I'm saying? It's for the motherfucker. Oh, they not respecting the people who died for them to be in this motherfucker. All right, let's lock them up. Let's lock them up. They don't care if you got what type of mentality. They don't care. You a baby. You can be a baby. You can be 2 years older than mine. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even leave it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be looking old as hell, young as hell in the mind mentally. Young as hell in the mind. AKA their parameters might be unexpanded. So they might not have enough experiences to know how to get themselves in certain spaces. They're only familiar with the same thing. So they are childlike minded. When you're familiar with different things and you can contextualize on different things in a way where it can make sense still, you know what I'm saying, to not only you and your selfish mind, but multiple individuals, okay, then you might be a more experienced spirit, even if you didn't live that out. If you're not playing that out physically, you know what I'm saying, you could have more experiences in your past life or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that represents your ability to know things in certain ways that others don't. Yeah, so it's just a fucked up situation. You understand? Y'all gotta be watching, understanding these rituals and stuff like that. They come every year. It's like around every holiday, something negative happens. I don't give a fuck. Birthdays, somebody attitude stink, somebody dying, somebody getting broke. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going broke. You know, somebody get robbed. You know what I'm saying? This they shit. This they shit that they practice. This ain't art. This ain't art. You know what I'm saying? This ain't you ain't original with that. We ain't originated with that. Other than that, we will have some say so in that shit. No, this is something that is pushed on the motherfucker to practice and shit like that. It's pushed on the motherfucker to practice. So yeah, they want to make sure that they get people all type of fucking slaughter and shit, esoterically. And it ain't right. It ain't right because y'all setting a prerequisite, but then y'all allowing other masons and stuff like that to come up with their mind on how to profit off of it. And just as long as y'all get a cut, that means y'all groups of humans that y'all have developed and stuff that run society on an everyday and stuff. So it's just like, what's the use? What's the use if people got their own fucking minds and their own fucking thoughts and feelings and shit like that? Okay, so that lets you know that it's all on the individuals too. Everybody got to be a part of it and make up their mind on what they want to do and how to help the cause. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, for the most part, my thing right now is just speaking the messages and kind of giving y'all the information so y'all can kind of start seeing some of these holy days and these rituals when they come around and shit like that and know what they mean. You know, and my perspective is different people perspectives and shit like that. People, I'll be posting them all the time. You know what I'm saying? But essentially, you know, you gotta get some type of network out here. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit, it shouldn't even have to seem. I feel weird talking about it, like it's something hidden or some shit like that. I feel weird talking about it. I feel weird talking about like that. That's weird to me. That ain't like that's what I don't get. Like humans be like the shit I be talking about. You know, like that shit weird to me. Not talking about it. It's weird. It's weird. Like y'all don't think like that, but I guess not. I guess it's just certain types of humans that weird talking like I'm fucking whispering about some shit that y'all should already know. So, yeah. But that's basically the sacrifice of Memorial Day. The sacrifice of Memorial Day is basically, you know, them sacrificing your character. You know what I'm saying? And you dressing up the memorial. And the memorial is basically how you structure yourself to live within a society. And since they, quote unquote, fought for you to be here, or whatever, fought for you to have freedom and access, especially this is kind of race-based to slavery tactic, mental slavery tactic, where they give y'all a false sense of liberation. If niggas was liberated, niggas would not be talking about reparations. So y'all, I don't even entertain that talk. The reparations talk, that's trash. That is trash. You know what I'm saying? I don't even entertain that. You know, although I do know some people that's affected by that. But, you know, I think for the most part, they don't get no fuck. They would have gave a fuck. Man, it's all about business, man. Wake the fuck up. It's a business. It's an operation they running over here, motherfucker. You better get familiar. It's Gemini season. You better get familiar. That's what it's about. So the sun in Gemini, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be seen for your environment, for your ideas. Now the sun gonna bring attention to that, aka the Gemini energy, your environment and your ideas. So based upon how you being seen for your environment right now and your ideas or your way to intellectualize yourself within that environment and shit like that is what you're gonna feel like you're getting seen for. You know what I'm saying? And your ability to communicate or logically make sense. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you're getting seen as familiar in a way where what you are getting seen for when that sun go through your house, through your chakra system, depending on where you got the sun in Gemini at, when it starts to light up your chakra system, the mental, the communication and the thoughts and the ideas that you kind of created out of that space, going through your mental travel through the seasons and shit like that, is you gonna show shit and the ideas like you're more familiar to be around. Nobody want to be in no unfamiliar predicament. You know what I'm saying? Where too much of that is bad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to be in an unfamiliar predicament. It builds wisdom, knowledge, and intelligence. But for the most part, Gemini, you want to be around people, places, and things that make you feel a little bit more familiar and comfortable and like you around the right mental environment. Other than that, you're going to be on the opposite end experiencing where there's no sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Where you're opposite and you probably below the horizon through the day. Your shit is down. So you don't have no way to see, you know what I'm saying, familiarity. You don't know what your tomorrow gonna look like. You know? Now, before we get to these substances, they playing out like how they play out, essentially. So you can see what I'm saying in your life. You can be like, okay, Gemini is playing out where it's making me get more familiar with the things that, you know what I'm saying, the things that are in my environment. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's the ideas, what I be around, what I be to, because now other people are seeing me for that in some way, shape, or form. Now, my character in that is my character, aka the sun, is my character being seen as a way where I wanted to within all of that, because I know I'm going to be seen from my environment anyway. But does it look, aka the sun, how I wanted to, or does it look, aka the sun, how somebody else wanted to? And then once you know you got trapped in one of their forms and they lights by making that character looking like somebody else's character, that's when you know, okay, you know what I'm saying, you may have been participating within the universe and the universal law in the wrong way and stuff like that. So you allow somewhere around your travels when you was developing through that, you wasn't expressing genuinely how you saw, or you may have not been expressing genuinely how you thought about your, you know, what you think or how you want to communicate or what you want to intellectualize and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You may have been getting away with it one way and it may have been taking you into things that may have been giving you certain validation, you know what I'm saying? Certain, but it didn't represent yourself. You got lost in the light. So you got trapped in one of their lights and you thought it was one of their forms and one of their forms to go in to be like, okay, this is cool. I can be secure in this and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, going off into their shit, you know what I'm saying? Now you got to deal with one of their consequences. So that's just for every spirit and stuff like that, and how you're supposed to see, you know, throughout your transitions and shit like that, and depending on how they plan out with you. You know what I'm saying? What are you lit up for where the sun is at? How do you feel where the moon is at? You know what I'm saying? What is your passion and what are you motivated about where Mars is at? You know what I'm saying? How do you think? How are you communicating? Or what is the idea of you where your Mercury is at? What is the experience like, or how are you experiencing or feeling wise with where the Jupiter is at? Where is the structure and the discipline, and how are you able to utilize, you know what I'm saying, routine, schedule, where Saturn is at, and so forth. So forth. Okay? So, for instance, like I said, you know what I'm saying, we got the motherfucking sun. right here in Gemini. This is the screen portion. So the sun is in Gemini. Its opposite degrees to Sagittarius. So if you're a Sagittarius, you may have been experiencing some total opposition to where you may like to be at. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, you can feel however you want to in motherfucking Gemini season as a Sagittarius. You can feel and express how you want to, but when it comes to actually the communication, what ideas people are making of you, when you add yourself to that communication and the ideas, how is it playing out within that aspect of your travel? And if it ain't playing out in the aspect of your travel as if you know what I'm saying, you're satisfied with it, then a lot of times you may have a lot more work to do. You get what I'm saying? This is real shit. I don't tell no joke. Yeah, I motherfucking experienced this shit too, but your niggas got plays, methods. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I still can uphold what I'm doing in some way, shape, or form, where shit, I ain't prospering on YouTube, but I'm getting paid to do this. Getting paid to do this. Yeah, so it don't even matter about that. So I can just keep my message and be comfortable with how I feel about it, because I put myself in the right aspect where we go. So now these people actually that came up with these systems and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't actually probably seeing it as that what they were doing was an evil plan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, do it fail as it has been failures? Can it be better ways? Yes. But when it comes to it, it ain't really them trying to be doing, just trying to be evil and shit. It's them thinking they know the best. You know what I'm saying? And until they're proved otherwise, then, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. And humans don't wake up to that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's so many things, from food to people to, you know what I'm saying, to distractions, to all type of shit that they take y'all away from what the real human mission is. So it's just that, you know. But yeah, so this is a Memorial Day. At the end of this, I'm gonna post the GoFundMe for my little brother and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He has been locked up over the motherfucking situation, but I didn't really want to make this about him. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make this about all the people that's in a similar situation and position as him. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know, not having the actual tools to manage their fucking minds. Luckily, I thought astrology was important and stuff like that. But think about, you know what I'm saying? You know, think about if it was other teachings similar to this that taught people how to see things of as importance, and you know what I'm saying, it would just be a different motion that's going on out in the world. So, you know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all y'all make sure y'all tap in with his GoFundMe and shit like that. And you know, we gotta motherfucking be able to make things a little bit more familiar for everyone, so they can have a fair chance at deciding what society is and what society they want to live with. And y'all just acting like Memorial Day ain't no necromancy sacrifice to some type of spirit that was a character that taught y'all how to be American and stuff like that. And if you're not that, you can go to jail because somehow y'all claim the land and stuff like that, get down or lay down tactics. Okay, well, if it ain't gonna be that, then you know what I'm saying, then it needs to be attention on things that can kind of bridge that gap for other individuals to, you know what I'm saying, make up their mind more of what they want to do. But y'all just gaslight certain content creators, gaslight people And this ain't for that shit out, you know. They even say out that, so because everybody be thinking they somebody and shit. So it's a lot of angles that, you know what I'm saying, they feel like they're justified into what they do and what they do. But that don't mean it necessarily help. You know what I'm saying? Just like the average individual. Your average person that be around you feel like they justified in some shit. And guess who law they up under? America's. They be up under America's law. You know. They be up under America's law. So yeah. Because even all the way down to a memorial, what is it made out of? You know what I'm saying? Things that are more dense, things that are more earth. And not only that, it's earth structure, right? A memorial usually. It's a physical structure, right? So this is how they shape y'all physically. You know what I'm saying? Y'all physically structured, you know what I'm saying, to memorialize based upon what y'all resist y'all should do. You know what I'm saying? A structure is about boundaries and edge, so it has to do a lot with Saturn. So based upon them, you know what I'm saying, getting y'all in a certain character that has boundaries, because you know you can't do too much because you got to keep this job. You know you can't do too much because you got to keep this situation, circumstance. You know you can't do too much. You know what I'm saying? But then because you might be a little bit challenged or a little bit more less fortunate, you know, sometimes you would be in an environment around people that may be no good or whatever. And you might ride around with a little, you know what I'm saying, a little protection and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You might have to protect yourself from that individual and stuff like that. Or just, you know what I'm saying, or just even, like I said, even all the way down to the shit that they put on y'all minds, movies and shit like that. Killings on social media, people running up out of gas stations and getting shot. That shit ain't helping nobody. Why is y'all showing that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what environment? And then this a whole little psyop they finna try to create too for this free speech thing. It's like, who the fuck gives a fuck about free speech? What the fuck does, like, that don't even make sense. We've been freely speaking this whole time. So that this seemed like a whole nother little situation and circumstance for y'all to fight for the right to actually freely speak. Like, what? You get what I'm saying? It's like reverse psychology. It's weird. It's weird how they do it. We didn't even know that was a needed thing. So now y'all trying to make that a thing that we gotta fight for and stuff. So we can't talk a little bit more. Like, that's how I seem like. So you can't talk. So this is like they just always revealing or reminding you that nothing is free or nothing is about you and stuff like that. And you under their system and you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just gotta be more familiar with that. That's all. And then once y'all get familiar with that, y'all be tired of that shit. It's just the intellectualism not there and shit like that. And I'm only trying. I'm an Aquarius. I ain't no motherfucking Jupiterian sign. I ain't no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no Mercury sign. I only be talking about the reality of the shit. I only point out the reality of the shit. So I hope the way that I, you know, angle myself in society can be a teaching method for y'all in some way, shape, or form, so y'all can actually understand what the fuck is going on and how to, you know, how shit is being played on you. You feel me? That shit ain't right, man. That shit ain't right on no circumstances. Under circumstances. Under no circumstances. You know what I'm saying? That would be much easier. You know what I'm saying? If people know, okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Memorial Day is about the sacrifices. Because y'all, that's what y'all say. Y'all, it's about the sacrifices of the soldiers and, you know, who died for the Civil War. No. It's about the structure. Y'all memorizing how y'all structured society and stuff. And y'all structured it off of war and competing, survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? AKA civilian, all of us amongst against each other, war, who can do the best rendition of y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Who can compete the best. because we got y'all by the nuts because y'all need our money or something like that. It's deep. So it's all about us, civilian war. So that's why we go get firecrackers and motherfucking, not we, but you know what I'm saying, y'all, we go get firecrackers and go kill animals and stuff like that too, and kill each other too. You know what I'm saying? It's literally their witchcraft. It's literally what they did. You know what I'm saying? Bring fireworks and stuff like that, slaughter and kill. You know what I'm saying? For motherfucking food, shelter, and safety, right? And then motherfucking what's the other one? I did the fireworks. Oh yeah, and shoot and kill each other. Well, that's the fireworks and stuff. So that's what all of that represents. And AKA how to gain structure and stuff within our society, and y'all are soldiers that sacrifice, you know, y'all life for the situations and how they was building society. So yeah, man, you feel me? You gotta be like real smooth out here in these streets, man. You gotta be real smooth mentally, or you'll get played. You'll get played. They don't teach y'all stuff like that. This in class, in school. They don't. They don't. What are you celebrating? What are you celebrating? You feel me? So yeah, I gotta be on more of these though. I think I got one on Christmas. I think I got one on Thanksgiving. I think I got one. I think I'll be putting out little gems and shit like that. But yeah, it's all about, you know, just creating the environment. I want to create the environment, you know, for you know, y'all little minds to flourish and shit, because y'all do got beautiful minds out here in this world. Y'all do. So, you know, they can be used, you know, to fashion our character and shit like that. And we'll be memorializing ourselves in different ways. And, you know, AKA me structuring how to think about they shit. Now, every time memorial come up, I can remember that as a ritual and a spell. And then that what I will be memorializing. So I ain't gotta compete, or I ain't gotta be in, you know what I mean? And I just add on to their system in a positive way. So I'll be manifesting, you know what I'm saying, some of their shit, more of their Nike and shit like that, more of their money, more of their, you know what I'm saying, spaces and stuff like that. This is how people do it. But I'll be manifesting more of that shit. I probably won't wear that shit. I'm doing this for a ritual. But I'll be manifesting more of their material and stuff like that. But I'll be adding on in the right way. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to add on in the right way. The moment you get to dig it, like, so some of these desires and some of these shits that they put out is like mouse traps. And some of them are deadlier than others. Some of them are slicker than others. You know what I'm saying? Some of these things are more fanatical than others, or pleasing to the senses, to the physical senses. All of these little programs that they put out for y'all to participate in is they look. Some of them are more deadly than others. You know what I'm saying? Some of them can last longer. Some of them, you know, some of them are more positive than others. You feel me? Sometimes, you know, things are needed as well. But, you know, look, when it comes to, like, people that ain't had their Saturn return a little bit, you know what I'm saying, I got to look into it. Because I remember when I ain't had my Saturn return and shit like that, you know, I was cool. Like, I'm making mistakes and shit like that. But, like, I see a lot of people that ain't had their Saturn return in fucking years. Or getting booked. You feel me? God damn it. Yeah, so they just trying to sacrifice everybody. Make y'all be on one of their structures and shit like that, so you can die peacefully as one of their soldiers. Man, fuck that. I'm gonna die me. gonna die me. Ceito, who's killed Ceito, spiritual coach, getting you in shape or form for the end of the course. You ain't never heard nothing like that. You ain't never heard nothing like that. It's something that can exist like that. So that we supposed to be die ourselves, because when you die yourself, you know what I'm saying, the shit that you accumulated as the physical, you're gonna let that go and shit like that. But what is gonna remain is your spirit and your idea and your ability to carve out your existence and stuff like that. So, you know, you gotta understand your character, because you can be born within lower realms of reality and stuff like that. So that's how you be born having the same circumstances and situations, or feel like, you know, you would probably end up living a life a little bit for a long time till one day you realize, like, I'm doing some past shit, and it bring you heavy frustration. And you'd be like, no, I gotta change that and stuff. But yeah, man, so now we gotta know what Memorial Day weekend is. So I hope this is educational to everyone in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna teach you this in school. And then they want content creators to teach y'all about the world, obviously, because this is the only place where, you know what I'm saying, they can set it up for it to get some type of attention at. You know what I'm saying? So content creators got to teach about the world now, which is crazy with no help and stuff. But we're not even looking at it like that. We just looking at it like, shit, it makes sense. But to even get that spark from y'all and shit like that, we gotta come in an ego or something like that. Like it's for, like we gotta make it look like it's for money, for it to be. You know what I'm saying? Memorial Day, memorialize. You know what I'm saying? They trying to memorialize the internet and shit like that. It's gonna be holidays on the internet and shit like that, where you can't do shit. No, man, we can't do that. We can't do that. So yeah, but it's time to get spiritually free in some way. You know what I'm saying? We should have been fulfilled with that, with the full moon and shit, reacting to our faith and testimony. So, you know, we supposed to be reacting to our faith and testimony. Obviously, that lingers a little bit after the full moon. Now, being fulfilled with your faith, you know what I'm saying, is basically you just being fulfilled with, you know, your ability to come out of something. You know what I'm saying, or have some type of faith, or you know, but it will play out in the area of life, or have some type of freedom, or have some type of wisdom emotionally, or feel like, damn, I was wise, or I've been wise for making this type of decision. Then having some type of testimony, you know what I'm saying, is kind of what I was just saying as far as the actual wording of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the feeling, the internal side, and then you got the external, like the masculine side, which would be the words. So the testimony would be, what are you interpreting from these feelings that you actually feeling throughout, you know, your travel. And so you would feel yourself more in a broader space or in a broader situation in things, and they try to encapsulate everybody that who not in that, you know what I'm saying, in one of their golems or some shit like that. It ain't right. It ain't right. I can go about it all day, you know what I'm saying, but it's just not right. You know, it's just not there. It's just not there. Especially with the way that y'all kind of teaching people or kind of tricking people to think like society is a place where you can live. No, it's a business. It's a business. Yeah, but also, you know, today's a Mars day in Aries, so we got you know, Mars is conjunct Chiron right now as well, so we kind of feel emotionally uncomfortable with the North Node being there too, and then we forced to uncomfortably transform and heal our passions and motivations. So like everybody kind of hitting like a reset, you know what I'm saying, right now, where, you know, it's something is starting over, or something feel like it's starting over. Now, depending on where you got that energy, Aries, that's where it's gonna feel like it's starting over in your house system on your chart. You know what I'm saying? So what house you got Aries in lets you know where that start kind of be, You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody feel like they got to start something over, something new, something that's uncomfortable, and something that's kind of making us heal because Chiron is there, you know what I'm saying, or feel some type of hurt and shit like that. So we got to separate or be powerful about something, you know what I'm saying, emotionally, as far as, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to feeling in our personal life and personal experience, aka Aries and shit like that. So that's the like an uncomfortable ass transit that may make you feel a little bit vulnerable, you know. But right now, as far as today and shit like that, you know, we are trying to associate, you know, be a little bit more real about where we are mentally as a community, you know what I'm saying, and what we're involved in, you know what I'm saying. And so everybody got to be there. Everybody got to stop putting egos down and start learn how to use different elements. Whatever zodiac sign you is, get familiar with the other elements, get familiar with air and how to intellectualize and actually use it. You know what I'm saying? When it's time in that transit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's going to help you be more on the power end of what's actually going on. You know what I'm saying? Just like now, the sun is in Gemini where you're seeing for your environment. So if you were seeing, knowing how to utilize the air energy more, aka communication, intellectualizing, thinking, and rationalizing, you would participate with that energy a little bit more harmonious yet than another of element. You know what I'm saying? So you can start with the elements as well, and boom, you know, now there's other shit going on, but it can be a kickoff to how you know what I'm saying, start to, you know, work. But then also, you know, get familiar with the earth element, knowing how to ground things, knowing how to be practical, knowing how to be down. I want to be down with you. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how to be stable, knowing how to be structured when those times come, when you need to be in those types of situations, knowing how to be less emotional, practical, and dry. Or then learn how to be more emotional, learn how to use water, you know, build up and connect and be a little bit more looser and a little bit more fickle or a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to learn how to do these states. You know what I'm saying? If you in a cultist business of what I'm into, like creating who you are throughout these motherfucking transits. If you ain't in that shit, go home. Roger. You feel me? And then if you got the fire, if you got fire and you don't have a lot of fire, you gotta learn how to do that element, aka express or transform. You know what I'm saying? Do something that you don't really do, or be seen or get attention and shit like that, and make it useful type shit. Creativity, you know, action type shit. So you know, these are ways that, you know, when instead of, you know, busying yourself with your devices and electronics, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors, you can actually be practicing these things. And so when you do actually, okay, want to make that video or make that situation or stuff like that, okay, you know, it's probably going to get received better, you know what I'm saying, if it feels like what the sun needs, what the moon needs at the moment. And the moon always needs where the sun is at. So the moon right now, it needs communication because it's Aquarius, but it needed to look like Gemini. You know what I'm saying? It needed to look like Gemini, aka making yourself be presented as somebody that can be familiar or be, you know, intellectual, or, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, it's just an energy. Now, what you trying to filter through that energy is going to be your specific energy. You know what I'm saying? What you try to filter through that, it's going to be how you can make it up. Now, if you got opposition when you go into that energy, you know what I'm saying, that's what you may experience, but don't give up, you know what I'm saying, because you know the opposition is just going to give you opposition or opposing energy, so you're going to have to face it head on, you know what I'm saying, if your sun, moon, or rising oppose that. Now, if it's a sextile and stuff like that, well, you know, by opportunity, you can participate or not. You know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily have to worry about it. You having an opportunity that season to actually get that information through. It's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Now, the way you might do it may be opposite because, you know, sextiles a lot of time oppose each other. Now trines, you know what I'm saying? If you got a triangle or something like that, you know what I'm saying, which would be like a 120-degree angle with that element or something like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to have a gift of doing that. So, you know, it's going to be easy access and you ain't really got to do too much and stuff like that. And you can go overboard a little bit, or you can not do much at all because it's a gift there, you know? And then if you got a motherfucking in conjunction, you know what I'm saying? Your in conjunction gonna play out like, you know what I'm saying, when you do jump into that energy, you're not gonna know how to fucking feel about it because it's a misunderstanding. If you a conjunction, it's like you doing it again at the first time. I mean, like it was at the last time you did it, but it's different this time, but it's gonna be that same energy. You get what I'm saying? So you got to know how you may be angling these energies. That's only if you got something you want to present. If you don't got nothing you want to present or whatever, you know, and shit like that, and you ain't trying to, you know, be on some high level shit to get your ass to bed. You know what I'm saying? Or just watch me and shit like that, support from a distance. You know, but I got some shit to say. That's how we got to do it. We got to have some shit to say. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got some very important shit to say. And stuff like that. I observe real good and stuff, and I want to know how to be able to motherfucking do it sufficiently. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, motherfucking know what the fuck I'm dealing with, my thoughts and feelings and the transitions of that during the fucking times. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the moon in my motherfucking sign, so I feel comfortable expressing my motherfucking self. I feel comfortable communicating. I feel comfortable with my association. Okay, that's how I know I feel in motherfucking alignment. You feel me? So no, this ain't no motherfucking internet shit, nigga. I be outside. I be out in these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I be inside too, bitch. And that's what I'm teaching y'all, the internal realm and the external realm too. You know, so everybody can get on the court mentally and stop letting the government psyop us. How many times we gonna let the psyop us and stuff like that? So you know what I'm saying? How many times? You can't keep letting them psyop us. Man. It's not good. It's not good, puppy. You know? So get familiar. If you ain't thinking about, like, you ain't trying to change shit, guess what you familiar with? You familiar with a regular ass person mentality. That's your surrounding. If that's it. Like that's it. Like that's it. That's what you familiar with. If you're not familiar with you got Zeus power and shit like that, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's you familiar with something else. That's why you can influence people and inspire people to look at things differently. You know what I'm saying? It's all internal, external. So, you know, and it's a craft. It's a craft. It's about crafting and shit like that too. But this is what they did for y'all to know society as it is today. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how to do characters and shit like that. And, you know what I'm saying? But it's always ways around. So don't ever feel trapped and shit like that, you know? There's always ways around. But yeah, so I'm gonna post that link for my little brother and shit like that. And let me see if I can. Y'all can donate to his shit, man. And lock the young boy up for trying to protect himself. You know what I'm saying? For trying to protect himself. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Anybody in the chat that got the link, family, y'all in here? I don't know if anyone is in here. I think this is it. Oh yeah, we got the link. We got the link, motherfucker. All right. All right, for little bro, support little bro. But yeah, time at a time. We got to make them aware. We got to make them aware that we aware of this shit. We aware of what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't make nobody aware of this shit. If I don't make y'all know that I'm aware of this shit, you know what I'm saying, then I ain't doing my part, because I'm just allowing us all to get signed. So if I don't make y'all aware, and we don't hold each other accountable, and we don't make them aware, we aware, you know what I'm saying, then, you know, when a person don't think they're aware of shit, they think they can get away with shit. You feel me? And not good, and not on my time. And I'm Kel Cito, the spirit coach, getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius. I love everyone, and see you soon. Get your motherfucking ass in the game.